Around the studio, round the studio, around the studio, we go today, right after the intro. Welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name's Brandon, and I thank you for watching already, because that intro, I almost fell over. I have migraines, and going in circles that little bit is not fun. Anyway, today, if my spreadsheet behind me is correct, we have at least 149 builds that we're going to take a tour of today. Now, I'm going to tell you just a disclaimer, Star Wars stuff we might kind of gloss over a little bit, just because we are doing a Star Wars celebration week, the first week of May, going from April 30th to May 6th. But for everything else, we're going to get into it today. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the video, because we're just going to dive deep into it, because there's a lot to talk about and a lot to give you a tour over. So let's get into it. Starting off, just come over to my laptop, and you guys can see this is all of what we have going on. Now, not all of this stuff we're going to be able to see today, but yeah, that can be quite a bit. So let's start off with the Speed Champions. Now, these Speed Champions cars, all the ones on this top shelf, are from 2019. I just started collecting these again and getting the more retired sets. I just had the Porsche and the police car, but recently upgraded to the McLaren and the Ferrari F40. Really cool there. Here we have a lot of the 21 and 22 Speed Champion cars, along with the 2023 Nissan Skyline that came out in January. And then we do have the Audi that's from 2020. Coming on down, we have more of the 2023 cars right there at the top. The McLaren, the Pagani, and the Ferrari. And then down here we have a mixture of, I think mostly 22 and 21, with the Lotus, older Ferrari, and the Koenigsegg, Mercedes, the 007 Aston, along with the Supra. Coming on down, we have a couple 2023 models mixed in with some 22 models, and I think some 21s down there. And that is the other Aston, as well as the McLaren, the Porsche. Then we have the Mercedes race car with the Aston Martin, as well as the Corvette. So that's my Speed Champions. There are more, and I will show you those when we get there, or as we get there. Coming over here, I'm not going to talk about Funkos, but we do have a 2020 Speed Champion right there, the Nissan GT-R Nismo, and behind that we have the 2011 VW Bus. I got it covered up by my ugly logo thing that I made. So here's a better look at that bus now that I got back here. It's kind of tight here in the studio, but that's that. Here I have my lovely Star Wars BrickHeads. Love these guys, and they're going to get bigger the first week of May, because they're coming out with some of the indoor heroes. There's the Red 5 Luke Skywalker helmet, as well as the Luke's X-Wing, the original. That's going to get a lot bigger with the UCS coming out in May. May's going to be Star Wars is crazy. Then we have the Darth Vader with the TIE Bomber and the TIE Fighter. Then we have these Star Wars helmets with the retired Boba Fett helmet. Then we do have R2-D2, which is the 50th anniversary. Really cool, as well as that AT-TE Walker, recently featured in one of my videos with those sick clone troopers. Here we have the retired Minions. Really love these guys. Really wish there was a way to get the third one. So we have all three of them in the big size, but whatever. Then we have all of these BrickHeads. featuring some that just came out in the last couple of months, as well as some that it's been around for a minute. Coming down, we do have that 2022 retired Imperial shuttle, as well as this Sith fighter that I made into it now a Jedi fighter. Then coming over here, we have the Sith TIE fighter, where it's not changed at all. So before and then after. Coming down, we do have the N1 Starfighter. And I just learned that I put his Darksaber and his weapons and everything in a compartment back there. I thought they were gone, but it turns out I knew what I was doing. Then we have the Technic Jeep, Bugatti Boulade, and that NASCAR. Coming over here, we do have the Ecto-1 and the Time Machine DeLorean. Two of my favorite movies from the 80s. And coming down here, we do have the Imperial Probe Droid, which is retired, as well as the AT-ST from Hoth that will be retired. Coming up, we do have the Ford GT Technic. That was a really cool build, and the video did really well on that. Then we have these two, which were featured in early build videos on my channel. And then we do have the Defender that just came out, doing well as with that video. Then here, which was not featured on the last video because it was in construction or reconstruction, is Kylo Ren's shuttle. Now, fully reassembled with all its minifigs. That was an awesome build series as well. Coming over, we have Groot. He did make it back. If you watch the videos where he kept getting broke, he did make it back. Then we have the retired Batman cowl, the retired Batman car, some Easter stuff, Cozy House, and the Noodle Shop. Then we have the Disney train with the moving truck promo behind it. If I can get you in there somehow. Then we do have the ambulance, which just came back as a promo, I think, which is weird. And then we have some city cars that need to go into the city. And then we have some other random promos. Up here, we have all of our small stuff, like the Ahsoka and Darth Maul scene from the Clone Wars. Then we have Luke on a Tauntaun microfighter, Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon on a microfighter, Razor Crest and Mando. Then we have this microfighter, which is just the AT-AT. And then we have Boba Fett's microfighter. Coming over, we do have the Landspeeder UCS video. The first build we ever did on the channel, guys. Then coming up on Tuesday's video is this. I'm not even going to say much because you should watch the videos, guys. One of my first Star Wars builds is this ITS transport or whatever it's called. Minifigs are worth some money, but it's, you know, kind of not desirable. But I think I should do a rebuild on it because it is really gross and disgusting. So let me know in the comments below if you think we should do a rebuild on this. Then this is still destroyed from the studio mishap that we had, but that's a whole bunch of Star Wars minifigs and battle packs. Then we have Clone Commander Cody and Captain Rex helmets, as well as our other Clone Wars, the Jedi Starfighter and the Republic tank. Then we do have our dioramas, featuring some amazing quotes, like the Force is strong with this one, and do it or not, there is no trying. And one thing's for sure, we're all going to be a lot thinner. So that wraps all of that up. Now, let's move to one more section. One thing I did want to feature is Elvis. Beautiful. Really, really love that ultimate art, guys. Coming over, we do have the city with the Boutique Hotel, police station, blacksmith, A-frame, treehouse, and Winnie the Pooh. I think all four of these are all Lego ideas, as well as the lighthouse. I guess I like Lego ideas, don't I? Then coming over, we do have my wife's Christmas village being stored out here. This is all of her Christmas stuff. She loves Christmas. Then we have the Blacktron promo still chilling, as well as the Darth Vader transformation just still here. And then we have a new in-box Microfighter Razor Crest. And then we have these two Speed Champion builds waiting to be built, as well as another moving truck promo, ambulance promo, and another 2019 Speed Champions. So that wraps it up for my Legos. That was about 149-ish. That's all of the ones that I have. Now, as bonus footage, let's do a tour of what my mom has, because she's pretty awesome herself. Into the house. Starting off, we do have the city of Dubai, the Taj Mahal video coming on at the end of May. We have Paris and London back to back, Singapore. Then we have the Empire State Building, which the video did pretty well on this. Then we have the Seattle Space Needle that my mom paid too much for, along with the New York, San Francisco, and the Las Vegas that I modified to be more accurate. And we have the White House video on that coming out in May. And then we have the beautiful Statue of Liberty. Then another one of my builds for me is the Hakusai Great Wave. If I said that wrong, I am sorry. Found this one really cool. Video on that coming out in May. Then, just came out yesterday, we have the Titanic. And then part of my wife's stuff, we have the Succulents, which I did a clone video on, going up against cheaper ones. And there's a boat guy on there. Weird. Also a part of my wife is this tiger. This is the one that actually has a rectum. See? It's got a butthole. Then over here, we do have the Book of Monsters and Harry Potter. Really fast look, but we're not done yet. Let's go and do my wife's Legos. We already showed the two that she has in here. Now let's go see the other ones. So we do have this beautiful bouquet. Now with the Harry Potter train, guys, I'm sorry, but that's a build coming out in a couple weeks at the end of the month. Then we do have the Bird of Paradise, as well as her Easter builds kind of like hidden around with some minifigs that remind her of herself. Moana with some more Easter stuff. And then we do have the orchids. And finishing up, we do have the Vincent van Gogh Starry Night. So, as you guys can see, we are a Lego house. I don't even want to know what our actual number of Lego is, because out of that 149 that I showed you here in the garage, at least a good portion of it is still in the overstock cabinets that we got to get to and get that built. And then on top of that number, there's all my mom's and my wife's stuff. So I really hope you guys found this Sunday video cool to watch and a little bit of a breeze. I didn't really want to spend a lot of time just drilling details. I just wanted it to be relaxed and chill, just like a nice Sunday video should be, because Sundays are chill days. So if you like videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And I say thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and look out for Monday's vlog. And then Tuesday, we get to that Mos Eisley Cantina video. That is going to be a cool review, so you don't want to miss that. So you all have a great one. Thank you for watching.